V12 engines have powered some of the most powerful and fastest cars in automotive history. However, as engine sizes shrink and automakers focus on efficiency, the era of V12 engines is slowly coming to an end. But if you're still a diehard fan of the V12, here are the best V12 engines you'll definitely want to get your hands on. Number 10. Bizzarini V12. We begin our journey with a V12 that has a rich history rooted in Ferrari's legacy but stands on its own as a symbol of Italian engineering, the Bizzarini V12. Giotto Bizzarini, the man behind this engine, was a brilliant engineer who played a pivotal role in the development of Ferrari's legendary 250 GTO. After leaving Ferrari, Bizzarini took what he learned and pushed his own limits, creating this powerful V12 to power his stunning 5300 GT. Originally designed with racing in mind, the Bizzarini V12 featured a 3.0-liter displacement, and it could rev higher than most engines of its era. It was a high-revving masterpiece, with each component meticulously designed for precision and performance. The sound of this engine at full throttle was unmistakable, a pure symphony of Italian engineering. Though Bizzarini's cars never reached the commercial success of Ferrari, the V12 cemented his place as a true pioneer of automotive engineering. Number 9. BMW S70/2. Few engines in history have reached the level of performance and acclaim as the BMW S70/2 V12. This engine was the driving force behind one of the most legendary cars ever made, the McLaren F1. In the mid-1990s, McLaren set out to build the world's fastest and most advanced road car, and for that, they needed a truly remarkable power plant. BMW's motorsport division answered the call, creating the S70/2, a 6.1-liter, naturally aspirated V12 that produced 627 horsepower. What made this engine truly exceptional wasn't just the raw power, but its ability to balance weight and efficiency. Built with lightweight materials like magnesium and using a dry sump oiling system to keep the engine's height low, the S70/2 became the perfect match for the McLaren F1's lightweight aerodynamic chassis. When the F1 broke the world speed record, reaching 240.1 miles per hour, it wasn't just a victory for McLaren, it was a testament to the brilliance of BMW's engineering. The S70/2 wasn't just powerful, it was durable, precise, and became the gold standard for supercar engines. Number 8. Tipo F140C. The Ferrari Enzo is synonymous with pure, unbridled performance, and at the heart of this legendary supercar lies the Tipo F140C V12 engine. Named after the brand's founder, the Enzo needed an engine worthy of carrying the Ferrari legacy into the 21st century. Ferrari delivered exactly that with the Tipo F140C, a naturally aspirated 6.0-liter V12 that produced 651 horsepower. What made this engine truly spectacular wasn't just its power output, but its responsiveness. The engine was designed to offer a driving experience that mirrored Ferrari's Formula One cars, sharp, immediate, and exhilarating. Ferrari engineers ensured that the F140C could rev up to 8,200 revolutions per minute, and every push of the throttle sent shivers down the spine with a scream that only a Ferrari V12 can produce. This V12 became the foundation for future Ferrari hypercars, including the LaFerrari. The F140 series evolved over time, proving that Ferrari's mastery of the V12 is still unrivaled. Number 7. Mercedes-Benz M297. The Mercedes-Benz M297 V12 was a true race-bred engine that powered the CLK GTR. This engine was born in the world of endurance racing, where cars needed to not only be fast, but also reliable over the grueling long hours of competition. Mercedes developed the M297, a 6.9-liter powerhouse that could produce 600 horsepower with ease. Unlike most V12 engines designed for supercars, the M297 was built for endurance. It needed to withstand intense continuous pressure while still delivering blistering performance. This engine powered Mercedes to multiple wins in the FIA GT Championship, cementing the M297 as one of the greatest race engines of its time. When Mercedes later adapted this engine for road-going versions of the CLK GTR, it became one of the most exclusive and sought-after supercars in history. Number 6. Lamborghini L539. If there's one engine that perfectly captures the wild, untamed spirit of Lamborghini, it's the L539 V12. This engine powers the Aventador, Lamborghini's flagship model since its debut in 2011. The L539 was a clean sheet design, replacing the long-serving Lamborghini V12 that had powered their cars since the 1960s. With 6.5 liters of displacement and a roaring 740 horsepower, the L539 V12 is the beating heart of the Aventador. It's not just powerful, it's ferocious. The engine's raw, animalistic sound matches the aggressive design of the Aventador, making it one of the most visceral driving experiences available. Lamborghini has always been about pushing boundaries, and the L539 continues that tradition by delivering unmatched acceleration, top-end speed, and an emotional driving experience that few other cars can replicate. Number 5. Honda RA121E. While many associate V12 engines with road-going supercars, some of the greatest V12s have been built for the pinnacle of motorsport, Formula 1. One such engine is the Honda RA121E, a 3.5-liter V12 that dominated the F1 circuits in the early 1990s, producing a mind-boggling 700 horsepower. This engine powered the McLaren Honda F1 cars and helped secure multiple victories in the highly competitive world of F1 racing. What made the RA121E truly remarkable was its ability to rev to an astonishing 14,000 revolutions per minute. The sound it produced was unlike anything else on the grid, a screaming symphony of engineering excellence. This engine was lightweight, powerful, and most importantly, reliable, helping drivers like Ayrton Senna achieve legendary status. Honda's RA121E remains one of the most revered engines in F1 history. Number 4. Bugatti Quad Turbo V12. The Bugatti Quad Turbo V12 is a masterpiece of engineering that pushes the boundaries of what a V12 engine can achieve. At the heart of the EB110 was a 3.5-liter V12, relatively small for a V12, but its compact size was deceptive. With quad turbochargers bolted onto the engine, this setup was able to generate an astonishing 553 horsepower in its initial form. For the more extreme EB110 Super Sport version, the power output was increased to a blistering 603 horsepower. This was a time when supercars typically hovered around 500 horsepower, so Bugatti was truly ahead of the game. Number 3. Cosworth GMA. The Cosworth GMA V12, designed for the Gordon Murray Automotive T.50, represents the pinnacle of modern V12 design. With a displacement of just 3.9 liters, this naturally aspirated engine produces 654 horsepower and can rev to a jaw-dropping 12,100 revolutions per minute, the highest of any road car engine. This engine captures the essence of what a V12 should be: lightweight, responsive, and full of character. Gordon Murray, the mastermind behind the McLaren F1, wanted the T.50 to be the ultimate driver's car, and the Cosworth GMA V12 is central to that vision. Number 2. Mercedes M120. Few engines have had as long and storied a career as Ferrari's F140 V12. First introduced in the Ferrari Enzo, and then continuously improved for models like the F12, 812 Superfast, and LaFerrari. This engine is the epitome of Ferrari's commitment to V12 excellence. The F140 started life as a 6.0-liter engine, but has since grown to 6.5 liters in its latest iterations, producing over 800 horsepower in the 812 Superfast. Its evolution has shown Ferrari's ability to keep refining and pushing the limits of what a naturally aspirated V12 can do. Number 1. Rolls-Royce N74 B68. The Rolls-Royce N74 B68 V12 is a true masterpiece of engineering, embodying the perfect blend of luxury and performance. This V12 is not just about raw power, it's about effortless, smooth acceleration and refinement, delivering an experience that is unmatched in the world of luxury cars. Debuting in the early 2000s, the N74 B68 is part of the prestigious Rolls-Royce Phantom family. While other luxury brands focused on turbocharging or hybrid technologies, Rolls-Royce stuck to what they knew best: a naturally aspirated V12, offering a perfectly linear power delivery. The engine produces a silky smooth 453 horsepower, but more importantly, it delivers an astounding 531 pound-feet of torque at incredibly low RPMs. This allows the Phantom to glide with grace and power, offering an unparalleled sense of control.